Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Yin and the Yang podcast, and of course, I'm Anthony, the host of the Yin and the Yang podcast, and I would welcome you to episode 94 today. Unfortunately, early in the week, there have been some things that have led to a very major decision concerning the show. And first and foremost, I just want to say that what I'm about to say here is actually, it's kind of heartbreaking. It's kind of tough it's a tough pill to swallow. And I don't really know how to react to it. I don't really know what to think of it. But I've been instructed that this is what I was told to do. And so allow me just to take everybody back I would say about a few days ago. So as I'm recording this right now, I am recording this on Thursday, September 26th. And what had happened here was the idea that Larry and I were supposed to be a part of a production meeting. Unfortunately, Larry is missing in action. I don't know where he is. He didn't attend any of the production meetings. Huang was absent as well. We thought that he was going to return, but we don't have anybody to do the back behind the scenes work on, in the studio. And that's not even the bad part. The bad part was that when I attended the production meeting, several gentlemen in suits came in, and they were, and I've never met these people before, but they were the investors of the show and of More Enterprises. And BDM took me in the office. He sat me down, and he and the investors asked me exactly what was wrong. And these gentlemen were very professional, very respectful. And he sat me down, and they asked me what was wrong, and why were tempers flaring, and why was I so upset. And I asked what was wrong, and the investors said that we really don't want to invest in the show anymore. And the reason being is because they are very tired of the unprofessionalism, the outbursts, the tirades, and all that I've been going through. On that same notion, they are very tired of Larry, not of his time in attendance, his commitment to the show, but more so they were very upset at my end because they looked upon me as the person who's a part of the creative, who leads things towards the right direction. And on top of that, as I got taken in, originally I was told that I no longer have a position in More Enterprises. And I was told to basically clean out the desk and leave. And luckily, Dad came in, so the Honorable Benjamin Davis Mormon came in and said that, why don't we give them potential? They've been seeking out some excellent listenership. They've been doing some good promoting, especially when a lot of the investors did not see the Facebook reaction or the Facebook pages and the countless amount of video content I put up there. They were very impressed with the martial art demonstration I did on Ellis Island. So because of that, they've decided to give me back the show. They've decided to partially invest in our show. I don't even know if Larry understands I'm doing this, but I just wanted to say that I have a written prepared statement that I'd like to read to my co-host Larry. So the prepared statement goes like this. Larry, we've been friends for nearly 25 years, and I always joke around and saying that was my unfortunate problem and that was something that I should have never said to you. You are one of my closest friends in the world, and it is unprofessional for me to yell, scream, curse, and to act the way I did for the last several episodes, especially during the last episode of 93, where I made fun of your weight, your body image. I'm sorry. I hope you please accept my apology, as that was a very unprofessional thing to do, and I promise you that I will never do that again. I've always been one not to judge other people. I mean, opinions are one thing, but judging somebody, especially somebody that I care about, is another. And I really, really sincerely apologize for what was said. I hope you find it in your heart to forgive me, even though sometimes I feel that I don't agree with the way that you live your life. But to each our own, and I should be humbled and respect that. I also want to say I'm very sorry to Huang for assaulting and beating the daylights out of him. I realized that what he did to me was not a justifiable reason for me to get angry and to go and beat him back up. And I also can understand his anguish about being someone who came from another country who's basically taken care of by the Mormon family. I also want to apologize to Dad for basically me letting him down. I really never had any intention to do so. I'm really sorry about that, Dad. I really hope that you would give me an opportunity to try to please just, prove myself. On top of that, I also want to say sorry to the investors. I'm sorry that I projected a negative image for the company, for the show, for the product that we are trying to convey. And Larry is 100% right. How can I stress peace and tranquility and balance when I'm the one who's being unbalanced? And lastly, this is not something that I am being forced to say. This is not something that I've been told I must say. I just want to let you know that one of the biggest apologies I can give, if not the biggest apology, is to the Yin and the Yang Galaxy. I'm sorry that I've cut a lot of hellacious promos and shoots and talks about how I went on cursing tirades and how I said a lot of negative things to the fans, that it's their fault, that the show's not working, and things like that. And I sincerely apologize. I'm sorry if I put anybody down or if anybody was offended by this, and I'm sorry if there was anything that I've done wrong to represent us, to represent this podcast and the image of this company. So with that said, I'm very, very sorry. My apologies to all. And with that said, even though things are okay in More Enterprises, the decision is not. The decision is that I have been suspended as a decision made by BDM. I've been suspended this week, and I should be back on the airwaves next week in a more respectable, professional manner. So that is all I have to say. I'm really, really sorry for everything. And I'm just sorry. We can cut tape now.